Welcome everybody to the Getting Started with Automation in Jira webinar. My name is John and I'm joined by Andreas there with his sunny background. Might just take this opportunity to welcome everybody as you're settling in. I know these are strange times with coronavirus going around, so I hope everybody is doing well and staying healthy. You'll also notice that Andreas and I are working remotely, trying to keep my messy bedroom behind me, hidden by my shoulders. So if there are any dodgy audio issues as we go through, apologies. Hopefully you can forgive us this time around. I'm going to get kicked off. I've already introduced myself as John. I'm Irish living in Australia. I'm the product marketing manager for automation and Atlassian, but formerly was with CodeBarrel, which is the company that Andreas set up and created automation for Jira. So it might be a good segue to throw it over to you, Andreas, to say hello.
Hey everyone, I'm Andreas. I'm actually a long-term Atlassian. So before we started CodeBarrel, I worked at Atlassian for almost 10 years. And then about 3.5 years ago, I guess myself and Nick, my co-founder, decided to start our own company. And that's really where we came up with this idea for automation in Jira, with the thought that we could provide something that would add a lot more power on top of Jira, but also automate away a lot of the manual tasks in Jira. And so that really took off, was really quite a great success in the marketplace. And then a couple of months ago, we came full circle, returned to Atlassian, and we've now had the opportunity to scale up automation to all of Jira, which has been an amazing growth journey, I guess. And I'll hand back to John now so that he can introduce the product to you.
Thanks, Andreas. So before we dig into the product itself, I want to get to the app that the slide that everybody's most excited about, which is housekeeping. So just wanted to say, obviously there's a Q&A widget there in front of you. Please do ask questions. We love good questions and we have lots of time at the end to answer those. So please do put your questions through. Also, I'll be referring to different resources throughout the webinar, such as we've got an advanced automation webinar coming up soon. We've got an automation guide, things like that. I have links for all of that in the console in front of you as well, and I'll also email it to you afterwards, so you don't need to sort of Google and search around for that. And lastly, if you zone out at any stage because of my monotone Irish voice, don't worry. We can send you a recording of the webinar after, and you can catch up on everything then. And that's the housekeeping done. So moving on, I think it's a really good thing to do to just take a little step back before we go into this automation engine and ask yourself, why are we automating at all? Keep in mind, in this webinar, we have probably quite a mixed bag of people who are attending. So we've got those maybe who already use this automation engine and are just getting a bit of a refresher. Might have those who are automating through different means, like hitting the API directly or writing scripts. Or there might be those who've never automated before. So the obvious reason that people automate is because it saves time. So that's the easy one. The use cases that we're going to go through today will save you minutes, hours, hundreds of hours over your work year. And it just gives you that time back so you can focus on what's important and what you enjoy as well, the higher level stuff. Second, it supercharges Jira. So I know that's a bit of a cliche thing to say, but it's actually true. So Jira is already known for its extensive power, and automation just takes that to a completely new level. It allows you to do things in Jira that you couldn't do before. And the best way to show you is in the live demo that Andreas is going to do. Lastly, it's no code. So that's exactly what it sounds like. You don't need to be a developer. You don't need to write scripts. It's just point and click, drag and drop. And maybe the best way to sort of explain that to you is by my experience. So when I joined up with CodeBarrel and automation for Jira, I didn't necessarily have a technical background. I certainly wasn't a developer, and I didn't even know what Jira was. Sorry, Atlassian. But I very quickly was able to create my own automation rules. In fact, within a month, I was doing customer support along with all of the engineers. So that gives you an idea. If I can do it, anybody can do it.